what is going on YouTube? My name is Ty Pham, and I help the modern Asian American man become more confident, outgoing, and athletic. And in today's video, I want to explain my journey in the last 7 years of doing intermittent fasting. And I'm gonna break this down into 3 different parts of my life. Me being a beginner, intermediate, and me right now as an advanced lifter or athlete. And also I'm gonna share with you 3 things that you should consider if you wanna start doing intermittent fasting. Before I share my story of intermittent fasting, I wanna thank you guys for 100 subs. You don't know how much this means to me. I'm having conversations on YouTube and off YouTube and helping you guys reach your goals. So let's talk about 2010, where I just started lifting. I was starting to dance and I wanted to lift. I wanted to improve my physique. And here's the big reason. I wanted to impress the girls. I wanted to look good and actually have the confidence to talk to girls. That's like every man's dream, right? I was lifting hard. I was just lifting chest, shoulders, arms, and abs. That's about it. I didn't hit my legs, I didn't hit my back. And that was mistake number 1. You know what I mean? I wasn't increasing my frequency. But here's the thing. I was eating whatever I want and I was putting on muscle. The last 2 to 3 years of my beginner phase, I put on 20 pounds of muscle, which is pretty impressive. Going from 120 to 140, eating whatever I want. I was not intermittent fasting. At the time, fitness was blowing up, right? But there wasn't enough information about nutrition, about macros, all that shit. So I was just eating whatever I want, and I incorporated the bro diet, just eating chicken and broccoli, and those were the best beginner gains of my life. And before we get to phase 2, if you're looking to lose some weight, put some muscle on, and build that physique that you've always wanted, I suggest you go click the video right here or click the link down below where you can follow my workouts, because this is gonna be perfect for you if you're just getting started, if you're looking for motivation, if you just need a accountability partner. This is gonna be great for you. You can do this at home right now, especially since all the gyms or most of the gyms are closed. So this is gonna be great if you're doing home workouts, if you're just doing body weight. This is gonna be great for building muscle and losing body fat. Let's go back to 2015. This was when I was being super serious about lifting, and my goal at the moment was to put on muscle, to get big, you know what I mean, to put on mass. And at the time I was around 140 pounds, 145, and I was at university. I was training 5 times a week. I was hitting every single muscle that you can think of. Plus I was dancing almost every single day. So training was on lock, and I was putting on size quick, but I was also putting on a lot of body fat, and I bulked up from 150 to 180 pounds. And I'm gonna show you guys what I looked like and show you guys my video when I was dancing. I was huge. I was like the strongest I've ever been, but I lost the flexibility, I lost my mobility, I lost my stamina, everything. So I was losing the ability to be an athlete, you know what I mean? And that's one of the things I preach on this channel, is that I want us to be athletes, not to only be the biggest that you can ever be, but to be an athlete, to be mobile, all that. In this time, I was just eating whatever I wanted. And then once I transitioned out of it, and once I realized, hey, I need to be an athlete, I need to be nimble, I need to be flexible, mobile, everything, I started cutting down. So I cut down to 150 in 3 months. The main thing was I was intermittent fasting. I started my fast at 2 o'clock, and then I ended my fast at 8. So I was doing an 18 6-hour fast. Very simple. This is super standard when you're doing intermittent fast. So before we even get to phase 3 of where I am in intermittent fasting and my experience, let's go back home, let's do a quick workout, and I'll talk to you guys afterwards. Okay, that was an intense ass workout. Did a full body circuit, and if you want to see the whole workout, click over here. Let's talk about phase 3, like the last part, my current view of intermittent fasting. So after bulking, cutting, getting some few sizes, I wanted to actually lean down, you know what I mean? I want to get it shredded, I want to get a 6-pack, I want everything. But I was at a plateau where I was stuck at like 145 for the longest time. I was struggling 145, 147. I couldn't get down there, and I thought my metabolism was kind of screwed. So what I did was I actually started fasting longer. I went from 16 hours to 18 to 20, and then I learned how to do prolonged fasting. Disclaimer, I'm not a registered dietitian, I'm not a nutritionist, so I don't know everything about fasting, but I know for sure there's some benefits to fasting. And some of you might not agree to this, but for me, fasting has changed my life, has changed my view of eating, has changed my view of everything that has to do with fitness, nutrition, everything. So don't knock it until you try it. Yes, you can read the books, but if you never actually put this into practice, how the hell do you know if this works or not? I started fasting and I got really serious into this. And in 2019, started fasting longer. I did 24 hours, 48 hours. I got down from 145 to my lowest, which was 135, 137, and I've maintained that weight. And here's the thing, I'm not counting calories. I'm not tracking my food. I'm just eating intuitively, and I know what time I want to eat and when I feel hungry. You know what I mean? I don't restrict myself too much. I just know for a fact that I need to get as much protein as I can throughout the day, 100 grams to 125 grams, and then carbs, keep it moderate. I'm not too worried about it. I adjust to how I feel, how I perform, and dial it back if I'm getting too much body fat. That's the power of intermittent fasting. You don't have to be so strict on your diet. You don't have to be so strict on your macros, your calories. So let's just do a recap. In my newbie phase, I was eating like 3,000 calories. I was at like 120 to 145. I bulked up, I was still eating a lot, like 3,000 calories, 2,500 calories. I bulked up to 180. And these two phases, I wasn't doing intermittent fasting. And fast forward to like 2020, I'm fasting every single day, and it's changed my life. So the last 5 years, I've actually been relatively the same weight, but I look a lot more leaner. And there's 3 things that you need to consider when you are about to do intermittent fasting. First thing that you need to consider when you're intermittent fasting is how much are you willing to fast? Are you gonna do like 16 hours, 18 hours, 20 hours? And start off slow. This is a gradual increase of how much you can fast, and take it day by day, take it week by week, take it month by month, making sure that you're actually doing it correctly, you know what I mean? And this is no diet, this is a way of living, this is a lifestyle. I've been doing this for the last 5 years, so consider starting slow. Do 12 hours, 16 hours, 18 hours, and then 20 hours. Even skipping breakfast is gonna help. Second is, how is this gonna affect your family, your lifestyle, your everything, you know what I mean? Like, how is this gonna affect you and your family when you're having dinner, when you're doing all these activities with them? Like for me, for example, I eat dinner with my family at 5:30 every single day. So for me, fasting is a great way to get all my workouts in, all the necessary calories that I need to do every single day. As an Asian American, we're eating like Asian food. So I have no idea what I'm eating. I don't know like the calories they have. I don't know how much sodium my mom is cooking, you know what I mean? So making sure that your lifestyle fits intermittent fasting, or how can you incorporate intermittent fasting into your life? And I will do another video on how to incorporate it if you're living at home, if you're living with your parents, if you don't know how to get started. And the last thing you need to consider is this is for you. This is for your well-being. This is for your physique, your mental health. So making sure that you're doing this for you and not worrying about anybody else in your lane. I know for a fact for me, I used to compare myself to a lot of people, but at the end of the day, consistency is king. So with that being said, that is my journey of intermittent fasting for the last 5 years, and 3 tips that you need to consider when starting intermittent fasting. I really hope that you like this video. I really hope you enjoy my journey. Leave a comment down below. What was the biggest takeaway that you got from this video? And if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. I upload 2 to 3 times a week. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one.